Good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope all of you are fit and fine. In our previous class, we were reading Mother's Day, which was written by J.B. Priestley. And in our previous class, we have seen that there was a conversation between Cyril Pearson and Mrs. Annie Pearson. In our previous class, we have seen that there was a conversation between Cyril Pearson and Mrs. Annie Pearson. And we have seen that Cyril was shocked. Cyril said that, "Mother, your behavior towards us is not so good. Your behavior is totally changed." Then Mrs. Annie Pearson said that this behavior is the same behavior which you behave towards me. This is the behavior which you always do against me. This is the behavior which you always present in front of me. This is the behavior which you always keep in front of me. The same behavior I am also presenting in front of you. So you should not be shocked. So Cyril said that, "Mother, your behavior is changed." But Mrs. Annie Pearson said that this is the behavior which was shown by you. The same behavior I am also presenting, so that you should realize that how we should feel, that how we feel when this behavior is presented before us. So don't get shocked. Yes, well, now I have decided I don't like mending. Cyril, that's a nice way to talk. What would happen if we all talk like that? Means this is the dialogue which was given by Cyril Pearson. Now Mrs. Annie Pearson reaction is shown. Now Mrs. Annie Pearson said that, "You all do talk like that if there's something at home you don't want to do. You don't do it if it's something at your work you get the union to bar it. Now all that's happened is that I have joined the movement." Cyril staggered. Cyril, when this dialogue, when this speech was given by Mrs. Annie Pearson, when this thing was told by Mrs. Annie Pearson to Cyril Pearson, then he was staggered. Staggered means shocked. Cyril was shocked. Cyril was staggered. Staggered means shocked. Cyril was staggered. Cyril was shocked by the behavior of his mother, that my mother behavior is totally changed. My mother started behaving in a rude manner. Cyril staggered. "I don't get this, Mom. What's going on?" Means this is the behavior, this type of behavior is not shown by you, Mom. Why all this behavior is shown by you? Mrs. Pearson, laconic and sinister. Mrs. Pearson said that it is laconic and sinister. Means laconic and sinister means brief and menacing types of voice. Mrs. Pearson, say that there is some change. Doris enters left. Now, Doris, you have remembered who is this Doris Pearson? In our yesterday class, we have talked about this Doris Pearson. Actually, Doris Pearson was the daughter of Mrs. Annie Pearson. Got it? Doris enters left. Doris enters from the left side. She is in the process of dressing, and she was in the process of dressing means she was about to dress the yellow silk dress which she had ordered her mother, Mrs. Annie Pearson, to iron it so that she might wear it and go tonight with whom? In our previous class, we have discussed with whom Miss Doris Pearson was about to go. That is his friend, and his friend name is Charlie Spence. Okay, and Doris enters left. She is in the process of dressing. And is now wearing a wrap. She looks pale and red-eyed because her mother's behavior was very staggered. That's why Doris also very much staggered. Doris and Cyril both were staggered. Both were shocked by the behavior of Mrs. Annie Pearson. And now Mrs. Pearson is going to deliver a dialogue that Mrs. Pearson said that, Doris, you look terrible. See, now by saying these words, Mrs. Annie Pearson want to what we say that here Mrs. Annie Pearson want to tease. Here Mrs. Annie Pearson actually want to tease Miss Doris Pearson because she was wearing a good cloth, yellow silk dress, but the main aim of Mrs. Annie Pearson was to teach lesson to Doris Pearson and Cyril Pearson. That's why, in order to tease Doris Pearson, she said that, Doris Pearson, you look terrible. Now, Mrs. Pearson said, Doris, you are looking terrible. And by hearing these words, she became annoyed. Doris became annoyed that my mother is saying that I am looking terrible, I am looking bad by wearing this dress. I wouldn't wear that face even for Charlie Spence. Now Mrs. Pearson said that, Doris, you are looking terrible and you are wearing this dress for that buck-teeth and half-witted boy, and the boy name was Charlie Spence, and you are wearing this type of dress for that buck-teeth and half-witted boy, Charlie Spence. I would have be on your place, then I wouldn't wear that type of dress for that buck-teeth boy. And by hearing all this speech, Doris was totally annoyed, unhappy by her mother's behavior. Doris moving above the table. Now Doris moving above the table angrily. Oh, shut up about Charlie Spence. Because she was mentally prepared to go with Charlie Spence tonight. And when this type of speech, when this type of dialogue will be spoken by her mother, then everyone will become annoyed. That's why here Charlie Spence said to her mother that stop saying any wrong thing about Charlie Spence. And anyhow, I am not ready yet. And you are saying that I am looking terrible, ma'am. Mother, you are saying me that I am not looking good. But you don't know that that till now I have not totally dressed up. I am just dressing up. I am just dressing. And if I do look terrible, it's your fault. And if I am looking terrible, and if I am looking bad, and if I am not looking good, this is because of you. This is because of your fault, mother, that I am not looking good. And you are totally responsible for all this type of activity. You made me cry because you had made me cry. That's why I am not looking good. I am looking terrible. This is because of your fault. Cyril, curious, because at that time when there was a conversation, when there was a communication between between Doris Pearson, between Mrs. Annie Pearson and Doris, at that time Cyril was not there. That's why Cyril become curious enough that what the matter is going on. Cyril, curious, why? What did she do? Now Cyril said that what she did do, what had been happened, what did she did. Doris, never your mind. Mrs. Pearson, rising and preparing to move to the kitchen. Have me any stout left? I can't remember. Now Mrs. Pearson said that now, because actually Mrs. Pearson have the soul of Mrs. Fizzle. That's why she had got the habit of smoking and drinking. That's why, in order to have the stout, what the word stout means, S-T-O-U-T. What this stout means? Stout means it is a type of alcohol or beer, dark beer. Okay. Actually, it is a type of beer, alcohol. Okay. Strong, dark beer. Mrs. Annie Pearson said that have anyone stout left? I can't remember. Now she asked Cyril and Doris Pearson that whether in the kitchen stout was there. And the moment Cyril got this knowledge, then Cyril said, bottle or two. And this is the ironical, a satire. This is a satirical words said by Cyril Pearson to his mother. That mother, you want one bottle stout or two bottle? I think, but you don't want to start now. Mrs. Pearson, moving left slowly. I do. Now, Mrs. Pearson said that I want right now. Cyril, because Mrs. Pearson doesn't have this type of habit of smoking and drinking. That's why Cyril was shocked, was staggered. Cyril was staggered, and he asked, you are asking stout for what purpose? Mrs. Pearson, turning at the door. To think, you cloud. What this word cloud means? Cloud means foolish. Foolish boy. You don't know. No message. Any person said that. Why we are asking for stout? Stout is for drinking only. You cloud. You foolish. You don't know that I am asking stout for drinking only. Mrs. Pearson exits right. Instantly, Cyril and Doris are in a huddle, close together at left center, rapidly whispering. And when Mrs. Annie Pearson said that she would start for drinking, and this thing was staggered on the Doris and the Cyril Pearson, because both were shocked, both were staggered that their mother wants start for drinking, because this type of habit was not being seen by her in the earlier time. And this conversation they were doing at the side of the door, because they were whispering slowly that what our mother is going to do. Doris, had she been like that with you too? No, Doris said that, brother Cyril, the behavior which she is showing towards me, the same behavior she had done with you also. The same behavior was done with you also. Cyril, yes. Cyril said, yes, same behavior was done with me also. No tea was ready and couldn't care less. And Cyril said that, yes, same behavior was done with me. She had not prepared tea for me and she was careless with me. Doris, well, I am glad it's both of us. Now Doris said that, yes, it is good that both with you also and with me also same behavior was done. I thought I had done something wrong. Doris thought that her mother had behaved in a rudely manner with her only. But when Doris got the knowledge that this behavior, this rude behavior, this bad behavior which was shown by Doris, the bad behavior which was shown to the Doris by Mrs. Annie Pearson was the same behavior with the Cyril Pearson also. Cyril, so did I, but it's her, of course. Doris, she was smoking and playing cards when I came in. Doris said that she was smoking and playing with the cards when she came inside the house. I couldn't believe my eyes. And Doris said that, and seeing all this thing, he can't believe on her eyes. Cyril, I asked her if she was feeling off color. Feeling off color, in our previous class we have discussed this phrase, feeling off color. Anyone have remembered feeling off color means? Feeling off color means slightly pale. Feeling off color means slightly ill. Cyril said that I asked my mother, mother, whether you are feeling off color, whether you are slightly ill. But she said she wasn't. Doris, well, she's suddenly all different, and that's what made me cry. Doris said that this is the strange behavior of my mother, which shocked me, which staggered me, and which made me to cry. It wasn't what she said, but the way she said it. Now Doris said that it wasn't what she said. Doris said that what she has said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt me. But the way she had spoken all these words, that words had hurt me. And the way she looked, and the posture, and the way she was looking, that made me unpleasant, that made me unhappy. That's why I was crying. Cyril, haven't noticed that she looks just the same to me. Cyril says that Cyril said that he hadn't noticed all these things. She looks just same to me. Cyril said that for me, no change had been seen with the mother. It looks same as earlier. Doris, she doesn't to me. Do you think she could have hit her head or something? You know, and God, what is it? You know. Now Doris thinks that her mother could have hit her head somewhere. That's why she is not thinking. Her mind is not working properly. That's why she said that it is looking like that my mother had hit her head somewhere, and this is the reason she is not behaving in a proper manner. Cyril staggered. Cyril was staggered. Staggered means shocked. Learn all these words meaning, because these words are very much using many times in this play also, and when you will learn this type of words, these words will be beneficial in your future life also. Okay, these words like staggered, cloud, feeling of color, this type of words will help you to understand the play, will help you understand the speech. Okay, that's why learn all this type of words. Staggered. Cyril was staggered. Cyril was shocked. Do you mean she's barmy? Barmy means crazy, mad. Cyril said that, Doris, you mean that our mother become barmy, our mother become mad, our mother become foolish, our mother become crazy? Doris, no, you fathered, you know, conclusion. She might have. Doris said that, brother, you have gone far away. Don't go far away, come back. I don't mean to say that my mother become mad or crazy or barmy. I mean that mother become consciousness means unconsciousness. Confusion means unconsciousness, temporary unconsciousness or confusion type. Okay. She meant that my mother become consciousness. Okay. She might have become consciousness. this doesn't matter.